I just made a pretty long one about peace, about money, about my history with making lots of money, and but my relationships causing turmoil, taking away my peace, taking away my joy, destabilizing my life, causing me to make terrible financial decisions, making bad money choices to keep the wrong relationships alive, throwing away myself, primarily what I was really wasting. Not only was I wasting money, but I was wasting me. I was wasting me, and I was wasting my time. Because I came from a crazy childhood that seemed completely normal. It doesn't seem crazy until you step away and you look and say, man, that was messed up. That was messed up. So because of early childhood trauma between my parents, in the home, I just have had emotional dysregulation my whole life without being aware of it. I thought I was just normal and pissed off, just always pissed off. That destabilization caused me to make all these terrible choices, but the very first thing it teaches you to do is throw yourself away. So because my mother left, and at that age, I couldn't comprehend mom's broken. Mom knew she was broken, and she probably even said that to my face. But I, at that age, could not. The limbic brain is not capable of saying, I'm fine, you're busted. Mom, you're crazy. I'm not listening to you. I know that I'm good. It's not capable of doing that. Your caretakers are like gods to you when you're a child. And, in your earliest mental processing. And so every child is going to internalize unmet needs as being, I'm broken. And they're going to start adapting to get their own needs met. An adaptation that an abandoned and betrayed child makes is to say, number one, I'm broken. Number two, I did not perform well enough. Number three, if I perform better, maybe you will choose me, and maybe I will get my needs met. So, yeah, that's what you do. But the first thing you have to do is stop choosing yourself. So you suddenly don't do what you want to do. You do anything your mother or father or grandparents or your caretaker, whoever's raising you, could be your aunt, could be your neighbor, whoever is your primary caretaker that you need to meet your needs, you're going to start doing whatever it is that seems most likely to get them to meet your needs. And if they demand that you throw yourself away, that you don't like yourself, that you hate yourself, that you internalize, I'm bad, then that's what you'll do. And that's what I did. So that carries through into your adult relationships. That carries through because the brain does not like to make new pathways. That takes a lot of energy. So the brain likes to revert back onto old pathways where, hey, this is familiar. It was terrible in childhood and it's going to be terrible now, but it's familiar, so I'll choose it. You'll find ways to connect yourself to people who confirm your core belief, your core self-image, your core self-talk, your own identity. So if your core identity is one of shame, where you think, well, everybody's discarded me, I must be junk, I'm no good, I'm too broken to love, I'm unlovable. If that's your core identity from being a little kid, from being 3, 4, 5 years old, then you are going to naturally bond to and tolerate people who eventually confirm by saying that to you. I effing hate you. You know how many times I've heard that? Quite a few. And so saying, well, gee, I hate myself. If they hate me, then I should hate me too. Hey, I'll hate me too as long as you'll stay. You hate me? Okay, great. I get it. I don't blame you. I'll hate me too, but don't leave. Don't leave me. That is what an anxious preoccupied does. That is what a codependent does, aka SLDD, self-love deficit disorder, self-love deficiency. That's Ross Rosenberg, phenomenal psychotherapist relative to the relationships between codependents and narcissists. That's a pair of shame-based people that bind together because they have they have a similar wound, but they took opposite ways of dealing with it. One says, I'm going to cling to myself, the narcissist, and the other says, I'm going to discard myself, the SLD. I am the SLD. But now that I know it, I can work on it. Prior to knowing it, I couldn't heal it. I just got in a spat with a buddy down the road, an old man. We're talking, and I'm just talking to him, and he got really ticked off and laid into me. He's still my friend, but he laid into me about some stupid stuff. Like he always does. And he's like, oh, I don't want to hear none of that book smart. I don't want to hear none of that book talk. Well, okay. That's why you never change. That's why you're still, hey, crotch licker, get out of there. Bella, quit. Do that after the video. And I'm not going to talk about my buddy. Anyway, he meant well. He meant well, but I have to take that, you know, that advice he was giving me is not good advice, so I have to throw it out. I will take the stuff out of the book that's got hundreds of years of empirical human study conducted to get that information, rather than just somebody's shoot from the hip perspective. I will take the stuff from the book. So, psychoanalyze me, people. Put it in the comments below. You tell me, what do you think is wrong with me? I won't be offended. And I mean, if I am, I'll just delete your comment. So, no big deal. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Love you. God bless you. Praise the Lord.